Hey, welcome back to the episode of the Instagram podcast. I'm your host, Juan. As always, my co-host are with me. Hey, Trip.
Hey, dude. How are you?
Hey, good, man. How are you?
I'm doing splendid. I just want to talk to you about a little show called Way of the Househusband. It's based off of a manga and it's a live action show because we're doing live action garbage.
Yeah. We're excited. I could say we're excited for this anime when it comes out. And it's not out, but apparently the live action show is, and the spin-off is, but not the actual anime.
The spin-off's already out?
Yeah,
I
the
didn't even
spin-off
look into that.
with the cooking, where they're cooking. Yeah, and I think like you're a little antsy. Like I think you really want this, and it wasn't until we started watching it that I realized it's going to come out on Netflix. So I don't know when we'll get it.
No. But
so hopefully this satiated you.
Yeah, no. The thing is, when that comes out, that will it'll just instantly drop. We'll see it suddenly. We won't really prepare for it in any way. And I figured if we gave ourselves enough time to breathe, we would probably like the Netflix show more, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just be like, oh, yeah, these jokes that I've already heard very recently, that kind of thing.
That's a good call.
So that was my thinking behind it, and that's it.
Yeah, this is a show that I think I read some of the manga when I first discovered it, and I'll get into how I felt about it back then. But I think maybe a month or two passed, and then you sent me a screenshot of like just a panel of the manga, and you're like, "What is this? Look at this!" And I go, "Oh yeah, I know what that is." And then we really quickly found out it was going to be a whole show. So yeah, there's some hype behind this. Little bit of hype, okay? A little bit of hype. You don't have to watch this, by the way. Just to let you know right off the top. Wait for the anime. But
yeah. Unless you're like really into Japanese television, I guess that would really be the only reason to check it out. It's fine. I really enjoy the joke. I like the writing. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, Trip, let's talk about us, man. What's up with you?
I guess not really much. I keep going by each day going, nothing's really happened. So, not a lot, man. But somebody at work has COVID. This is the first time that it's happened.
At your work
company,
or just your company?
At my work,
Wow.
So, yeah, one of our cleaners got COVID. So she is out. We're also making sure that the other cleaners stay home. We don't want them to get sick or get anyone else sick or any of that. If they're exposed, just rest up. I'm fine, thankfully.
Oh, I don't care. I know you'll be fine.
Yeah. I got really lucky because they did happen to be at my property, but there was no reason for anybody to go in that apartment while people were in there. And we all wear our masks in the office. If somebody else comes in, we are wearing them no matter what. Otherwise, we're separated by rooms. I keep my window open for fresh air. Like, we would be fine, and we don't have to wear our masks. Because talking on the phone with your mask, it kind of sucks, especially with our phones. They're kind of shitty. So anything to help us be understood is important, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got lucky. She didn't come by the office for more than a couple of minutes. So
well,
still, this kickstarted my company kind of realizing, oh shit, our entire business could shut down if this happens. And then very quickly, it went away. Like today, nobody cares. But last night at 4, everyone cared.
It's old news, dude. Yeah, whatever. You get COVID, well, whatever. Who cares?
Whatever. Who cares? But yeah, I thought that was super weird. I'm like, everything went into like overdrive of, oh shit, somebody has COVID. We got to make sure. Who else has COVID? The other offices are really bad with wearing their masks, meaning that some people completely fight it, even though it's been a year into the pandemic. Some people totally fight it still. I don't get it.
That's still kind of impressive, though. You've gone a whole year without like somebody getting sick.
Yeah. We've gotten really lucky.
Mm-hmm. Well, sorry. R.I.P. to cleaner.
Lucky.
They're not dead, but
no,
they'll be fine. Hopefully.
I hope. Yeah. She's a little bit older, but I'm hoping she'll be okay. She's not showing any strong symptoms. Anyways,
on wood, she'll be fine.
That was the craziest thing that happened at work, because honestly, the rest of work has just been slow, tedious. there's stuff coming in, but none of it takes much effort, and that's good. But it's just like the days have been much slower than they should be, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's the beginning of the year. Things need to ramp up before they start getting really shitty. So
yeah. But outside of work, I also haven't really been doing much. I've been playing some more Tetris. Still haven't gotten first in Tetris 99. Probably never will.
Dub. No,
it's
you'll
just
get
for
it.
Fun.
You'll get it one day.
Maybe we'll see. And I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves and Stardew Valley. It's been a lot of fun. In Stardew Valley, there's this whole island that Kate and I got to and haven't seen until now, where you go and do a bunch of little puzzles and collect a bunch of walnuts, give them to magical birds that build you extra stuff. It's weird. It's fun. It's a good time. It's just a totally different game at this point. Like doing a lot of the same things, but nothing else is the same. Really enjoyable that they added so much new stuff to that. And then with Sea of Thieves, been playing that with Kyle a lot. Played a little bit with Eliza and Tom as well. But it's been a lot of fun since learning how to play the game a bit better. And not really struggling like I was initially trying to figure out just the kind of like janky combat controls and stuff like that. For us, it's the most fun to do like, I guess, tradesperson stuff instead of like pirating and going and getting gold and killing other people and whatnot. Where it's like, we will totally export your goods because you need somebody to do that. And there are pirates out there. So who better than pirates to do it? So we're going and like finding these sunken ships, collecting a bunch of like exotic spices and herbs and silks and whatnot. And then other people come and try to attack us, and that's when we're able to be like, no, fuck you. We're still pirates. We'll take all your shit and sink your ship. I don't give a fuck. So we've been doing that. Whenever people have fired upon us, we immediately retaliate and ruin their day as well. Usually while we continue on and do other cool shit. So Kyle and I did these 2 really big runs, got a ton of boxes, more than we should have had, somewhere around like, I don't know, 40-ish different chests on our ship. And the more stuff you have, the more likely there are to be like events that attack you and cause different kinds of issues. Mm-hmm. So we got all this stuff. We were like, oh man, there's some stuff in the water. Let's just pull over and pick that up really quick. And as soon as we pulled over, a kraken starts attacking us. I had never seen this before. We just pull over, the music changes, the entire water goes black, and then some tentacles pop up and start trying to attack us. So we kill that, get the rewards from that, and then a shark starts coming at us, a megalodon. So then we're fighting off the megalodon. Once that's dead, we head out, and in a little bit, we get attacked by another shark. Just avoid that completely. We're like, we have too much stuff. Let's not risk it. And then a ghost ship comes up and starts chasing us down and firing at us. And this whole time, since we encountered the Kraken, we've just been trying to get back to an island and sell all of our shit. And then finally we get there. We sell everything. We make more money than we've ever made. And some other ship is coming up, going just full speed right towards us. And we're docked. And we're like, okay, they're going to crash into our boat, sink us, and then take all of our shit. But we've already sold everything. So Kyle just screams out like, nice try. We already sold all our shit. And then lo and behold, they pull up next to us, start opening fire. I'm like, fuck that. I don't give a shit that we don't have anything. I'm still going to kill them. So I killed them, sunk their ship, stole their stuff, and then got eaten by a shark. And I was like, that was the best thing that I could have done.
That's the life of a pirate, man. Good job.
It felt fantastic. So yeah, that game's been a lot of fun for us. That being said, I think everyone has encountered different glitches and problems. Mine has consistently been, I can't use the in-game voice chat. So I've done a ton of research. I've been trying to figure it out since we started playing. And the last time I concluded, I have to change my NAT type in order to connect and use voice chat or something. I don't know. I got it all fixed. I set that up and it's still not working. So I don't really have any clue what to do. I've done everything that I can think of and I can't get it to work with the Xbox voice chat. So it sucks. But Sea of Thieves is still fun despite that. It's just a good time. and we named ourselves the Spice Boys. And as soon as we named ourselves the Spice Boys, I made a Spice Girls reference.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's just, it came up immediately, and I was like, got to get with my friends,
That's pretty nice.
Time. It's a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's really all that's going on with me, man. I don't have anything. My dad called, and he was like, what's new? And I'm like,
Nothing, dude.
Nothing at all. I don't have anything cool to say. So I've been chilling. I've been vibing hard.
That's what's up, man. For me, I mean, it's the same. Like, the days just kind of roll over to the next one. I've been animating. The newest thing in my life right now is Sierra and I have been puppy sitting this week. I think we're gonna do it next week also. But Sierra's younger sister got a little wiener dog, and usually her husband takes care of the dog when she's off at work, but her husband's taking like a 2-week course to become like a certified security guard or something, and they're gonna like certify him in a bunch of stuff like CPR, fucking weapons training. I don't know what it is. He was explaining it to me. I'm like, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're out there doing something. So
yeah.
So because of that, she can't really take him into work. So he's been hanging out with us for a few hours every day. His name's Wilson. We call him Willie because I already know another dog named Wilson, and I feel like I'm cheating on him.
How do you know multiple dogs named Wilson? How is that happening?
I don't know I just know another dog, and it's Ryan's dog, and his name's Wilson. I go, well, fuck, you named this one Wilson too. I knew that Wilson first, so I call him Willie.
Good call.
He's cool. He's cute. He's still really small. So Bella plays with him very gingerly. She's learned how to play with him. Before that,
Bella's fucking huge, dude.
She's massive. Yeah. Before we had to keep an eye on her, we're kind of worried, like, oh, you might crush him, but she's learned how to play with him. And then he gets really like angsty. And it's because he's like tired. He's just fucking sleepy, and he doesn't want to go to sleep. So he's like falling asleep and like refuses to fall asleep. So he gets an attitude. So I have to fucking wrap him in his blanket and hold him and like cradle him like a baby and like put him to sleep. And he's just like complaining the whole time. And then all of a sudden, I just hear like the loudest snoring I've ever heard out of like a puppy. Which is really cool. It's really cute. And I go, oh, this is nice. And then he just falls asleep. Then he wakes up and he's just like stretching. And he's like, oh, where am I? I was like, dude, you're in the future. You slept for days. But it's cool. It's, I haven't had a puppy in my life in a while. And the puppy I did have was Bella, and she was fucking massive. So it wasn't like, I felt like I was cheated from the actual experience of a puppy. Because at 3 months, she was, I don't know.
Size of a bear.
Yeah. She like shits bigger than what Wilson is right now. So yeah. Anyways, that's like the only really new thing in my life. I don't think I've watched any new shows.
What?
I don't think I have. I think I've been watching like King of the Hill in the background. Yeah, but I can't think of like, oh, that's not true. Sierra and I watched a movie called Sightless, I think it was called. It's on Netflix. The reason we watched it is because the main character is Cheryl Blossom from Riverdale. So Sierra's like, we have to watch this. And I was like, okay, we're gonna watch this. And when it came out, it was like a new movie in 2020. It was on some really obscure like site or whatever. And we're like, I guess we're not gonna watch it. And then they finally dropped it on Netflix, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fucking watch this. And it was actually not that bad until I think like the last part of the movie, like where everything, like the climax and things getting resolved and stuff. It really kind of took a dive. But before that, I was like, you know what, this is kind of intriguing. Kind of, sort of. She's not the greatest actor, but it's about a girl who is assaulted, and like someone blinds her, and then she has to like, rehabilitate and, learn how to adjust to, her new life as being blind. And while she's doing that, a bunch of weird things are happening. Like, she can't get a hold of any of her friends. She hears like, her hearing is, better now, but she was also like a violinist, which I don't know if that matters, but she's like, so she pays attention to sounds and stuff. And, like she notices that like there's a car alarm that goes off at the exact time every day. Like it's like really weird. And she's like, maybe I'm just seeing patterns and stuff that aren't there and stuff. But yeah, and it's like a mystery or whatever. But yeah, I would recommend it to people who think they're like big movie buffs, but aren't actually. People who are like, that would be like a few of my cousins who are just like, yeah, man, I'm pretty deep when it comes to movies. I'm like, bro, your favorite movie is like Zoolander. Shut the fuck up.
Shout outs to Juan's poser cousins.
Yeah, they don't listen. But yeah, it's not that great. It's kind of like this, like the fucking Way of the Half Dozen. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's just kind of a thing. Yeah,
okay.
That's it. Besides that, nothing, man. Haven't, like I said, not watching anything new. Excited for Super Bowl this Sunday.
That's gonna be huge. It's gonna be the team playing the other one, right?
Yep. Do you know who's playing?
Absolutely not.
Sierra on the board, for dinner. She'll always write like what's for dinner. On Sunday it just said Super Bowl Sunday, and I was like, oh cool, we're having Super Bowl for dinner. And she was like, no, she's making a few things. She's making like buffalo wings, sliders, like 7-layer bean dip, like a large amount of things. And I go, and you and I are the only ones eating all of this, right? She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. And I go, okay, cool. I was like, she's
Super
like,
Bowl.
She's essentially like hosting a Super Bowl party and no one's coming.
That's fine. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way I prefer to have parties.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm excited. I like all the things that she's going to make. But then I asked her, like, do you even know who's playing? And she goes, no. I think she goes, is one of she like names a team. I go, no, these are the teams that are playing. She's like, cool. And then I think within less than like an hour, my nephew was over and he had to do his like tutoring and stuff. And he's just like, oh, cool, Super Bowl's on Sunday. And I go, Sierra checks and was like, do you even know who's playing on Sunday? And Shannon goes like, is it the Chargers? And then Sierra looks at me and goes like, ha, like they'd ever make a Super Bowl. And I go, oh, what did I do to deserve this? And I was like, no, Shannon, the Chargers are not in the Super Bowl. Not even fucking close. It's the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady, who is his first year away from the New England Patriots, will be playing the Super Bowl. The first person to play a Super Bowl in his home field. That's never happened before. Kind of like the Olympics, they decide ahead of time where the thing will be held.
Yeah.
And who would have thunk the fucking Buccaneers would have made the Super Bowl? But yeah, I'm really excited to watch because both teams kind of have shit defenses and really good like throwing offenses or whatever. So it's like it just might be a shootout, which is just kind of fun to watch, especially if no one can stop them. I haven't bet any money, but if I were a betting man, I'm probably going with Patrick Mahomes. That's not true. Tom Brady. I didn't say that.
Okay,
I don't want to get any fights.
Well,
I'm rather indifferent on who wins, but I'm excited. Hopefully it's a good game, and the food's good. So I'm excited for Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm excited for it too. I'm not gonna do any of that, but I'm planning on enjoying a Sunday. Hopefully alone. I'm on call, so we'll find out what happens.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe you get called to like unclog some toilets on Super Bowl Sunday.
Dude, that would be pretty rad.
Fucking who knows, bro? Maybe you get some chicken wings out of it. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some COVID wings.
Whoa. Okay.
Dude, you gotta start watching Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. That's right. That's
you're gonna have such a good time with it.
I want to watch. There are things I want to watch, absolutely, but I want to pay attention when I watch them. And I feel like with animating, I don't want to throw up something that I actually want to watch because either I'll not work and then look at the thing, or like work and then just hear it and not really enjoy it for what it is. So it's like, ugh, I have to try to carve out some time to like actually watch some good media.
Oh, absolutely.
Not that King of the Hill isn't good. King of the Hills is...
No, but you're experienced in King of the Hill, so you're really able to put it on as just a little reminder of how good it is.
I was talking to Sierra about this, and she's watching The Magicians. They have a new season or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's just like, yep, gonna finish this. And then maybe finish one of the other hundreds of shows I've started but never finished. I think I'm like, that's where you fucked up, Sierra. That's why I just always watch the same shows over and over, because I've already seen them, and I don't feel bad about starting them. And she's just like, yeah, maybe. I was like, King of the Hill's never let me down. Neither has The Office. Neither has Friends. Seen it a billion. Neither has Jericho. Neither has Prison Break. I know exactly what happens. Just fucking put it on, turn off my brain. Yeah, it's good. That's how I live my life. That's
Very
why
rad.
that's why when like new anime comes out, I go, oh, fuck, I gotta watch this. I don't want to watch this. I just want to watch King of the Hill again.
No, you gotta watch it.
There's actually some really good new anime that's out right now that I am super pumped about.
Name one.
Okay, so do you want me to start with the actual thing at the top of my list, or like want to work our way in?
No, you can name any. Are we gonna talk
Titan.
about them? Okay, yeah, Attack on Titan's a really good one.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
are you done? Are you done talking about your stuff, or?
I mean, not really. Yeah, I'm sure I'm done.
Okay, can we talk about Attack on Titan and be very like, cool about it? Because we got to be cool.
We got to be cool. Yeah, absolutely. But first, I want to say everyone needs to watch Doom Patrol. It's like Legion, but they didn't completely fuck it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah, I like
Right.
Legion.
Yeah, and I feel like it was completely fucked up. And then Doom Patrol comes and it's like, by the way, we don't fuck anything up. It's perfect.
This is how you should have done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you liked Legion for a bit, and then you're like, nope, and just kind of went down.
Yeah, because I was like, I want to see what they're doing. I'm really interested. And I'm like, they're not doing anything, and the things they are doing aren't interesting. It completely switched because they kept doing the same shit where it's like, who fucking knows what's going on? You're just in here for a wild time with a bunch of mutants.
Is little Nicky watching it?
No, I don't really know what that was. Just like, that was the Legion voice, man.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was
voice?
the Legion voice.
Okay,
but,
I didn't know.
Yeah, highly recommend Doom Patrol. There's a whole bit. I mean, I guess it's not a whole bit, but the villain is very meta and breaks the fourth wall all the time. And one of the things was, after watching almost the entire season, he's like, finally, we're done with all their trauma. We're done with all that bullshit. Now you get the show that you've been waiting for, that you wanted to watch the whole time. You get to watch your stupid superhero show. So enjoy it. It's superhero time. And then it's a whole backstory about the villain and like what happened. Yeah, it deals with other trauma with, different characters, and immediately is not the superhero show
that they promised.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be at all. It's fucking awesome. So anyways, I'm on the second season. I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
Super excited for more. Attack on Titan. Let's be vague. Some stuff happened. And
oh my god.
I wasn't as upset as I thought I would be.
I was pretty bummed, but I also want to say, I knew it was gonna fucking happen. I fucking knew it. Okay, as soon as that character took aim, I was like, I know exactly who's copping this, and they're not gonna have a good time.
I didn't think about who was gonna get
got.
Yeah, but I knew that somebody was as soon as I saw the Wire.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was like,
the TV show The Wire.
I mean, that Wire's pretty. Yeah.
No, I swear to God, Trip. As soon as that segment happened, I go like, oh, I know who it is. There's no way.
And I should have seen it. I should have seen it going up because I was like, here we go. Now this is what I'm talking about with like those specific characters, you know?
Right? Yeah,
and I was like, that's the way that I want to follow the show from now on.
Yeah. And then
fuck
they go,
the other way.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, they got me. But
kind of like when.
Sorry,
I just want to kind of like when Aaron busted through the stage or whatever, and the rocks landed and someone got trampled. I was like, same fucking way. I'm like, I know who's gonna get it. I just fucking know it, and in my bones, I knew it. And I was right, and I was upset. And then by the end of the episode, I was like, fuck this. I didn't cry, which is impressive, because I usually, cry over anything. But I was like...
Well, I think some of it has to do with the way that this season has gone and the way that the story's being told. It's given us enough time away from the characters that we know and love to where the impact of one of them dying isn't as substantial to me.
Maybe.
At least that's why I think I wasn't as impacted by it.
That's impressive, just because, Again,
I mean, you
not
know
trying to
me.
spoil it. Yeah, knowing who you are and knowing how you feel
And
about
particularly how I feel about
this
yeah.
person, I was like, I almost, because I know it's Sunday and I know it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
you're like,
Trip
you
for
should
sure
text
watches
me.
it.
I watch it on Sundays. I
Okay.
caught up with Sam. We had a really good time rewatching the rest of the season, and then we got up to that point because he was like, "Shit's about to pop off. You thought it was popping off, but it's about to pop off." And I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And then I watched it and I was like, "You know what, Sam? I'm not as devastated as I thought I should be."
Maybe it's like a whole week thing. Like, you'll hit the new episode on Sunday and you'll just fucking break down. But I almost was like, I wonder if I should text Trip, see how he's doing. And I go, you know what? No, I'm going to save it because, it's fine. He's a big boy. He's fine.
I want to say, I think my emotional equilibrium was thrown off ever since Thursday.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. We'll talk about that next. But yes.
I'm just saying that I think that legitimately had an effect on how I felt about Attack on Titan's big moments.
Okay. That might be true.
Because I'm just kind of like, I don't know, my emotions are all just,
We'll literally talk about that right next. But I do want to say that this episode was great. This season so far has been killer.
So good.
I have no clue what's happening next. I have a lot of questions, which is great. Fucking more than halfway through the last season, and I'm like still just like, what's gonna happen next? I don't have a fucking clue.
Sam was like, "Oh, I see what they're doing with the outro," and I was like,
"There you go.
What do you mean?"
And you're just like, this boring ass outro. What are you talking about?
Well, he's just like, "Yeah, with the tree," and I'm like, "The tree with all the like little woodles in the tree." And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You see what? Yeah. I don't know what it's gonna be at all. That's exciting to me."
We'll get there one day. Anyways, great show, great season.
So good.
Now, here's what we're going to say about Thursday. Since last Thursday, I can honestly say that Trip officially hates anime. He no longer likes anime. He is a bitter old man. And I totally understand why he feels the way he feels. I don't feel that way yet. I have not been betrayed the way Trip has been betrayed.
But when I brought up a few points, you were also
absolutely.
like, "Here are some more points."
I'm like, that's fair. But I will say, someone has hurt Trip very bad, and I never expect the person to hurt Trip this bad to be the Promised Neverland. It has destroyed him. Anyways, Trip, you may have the floor.
All right,
don't spoil anything for me.
No, we're good. Season 1 of The Promised Neverland, fantastic show, absolutely incredible. I think the manga is just like, it's barely better for the entirety of the first season. Mm-hmm. So if you don't feel like reading the manga, watch the show. But just know that when you're watching the show, as soon as season 2 starts, it's a completely different show. They follow the manga just barely at the start. They skip over a lot of stuff. I was like, what's going on? I don't know. We'll find out soon. And then we got to the most recent episode, which was just like, hey, you know how we already fucked some stuff up in the last episode that makes it so like we might be skipping some storylines, but who knows? Anyways, you went from book 5 to book 12, so I'll see you soon. And I'm like, what? How did we skip all of this? And not only that, I feel like these characters have been making the stupidest fucking choices I've ever seen. Because these children in the show, they're supposed to be geniuses. We have been told time and time again, the Promised Neverland kids are insanely smart. They're smarter than any regular adult. They're just fucking geniuses, and they've been bred to be geniuses. It's literally who they are. And in the book, I'm reading it, I'm like, these genius kids are gonna figure out everything. And all the time it's like, the genius kids figured out that thing before I could figure it out. Those genius kids. And then it shows you the logic behind it, and you're like, fuck yeah, I get it. That sense. It's smart. It makes me feel smart, even though I'm dumb. I'm having a great time. And then when I'm watching the anime, it's like, but why is that happening? But how does this happen? But how didn't they do that? But why didn't they think of this? They've never even asked about that. And I've been asking about that since the first time I thought of that, which was a long time ago. How long has it been? Are they really this stupid? How is that even possible? How are these people doing that when these people can't do anything? Just constant questions, and none of them are, what the fuck is going on here? It's, why would these geniuses act this way? I don't get it.
Right.
I have a lot of questions. I don't want to bring any up because they're spoilers, but I could tell you that we are going off the rails. We're still doing the same stuff as the books. We're just doing them very late. Stuff is happening very early, which skips over very big character arcs and growth. That I have no genuine idea how we're gonna see it. Right. I'm not going to spoil anything about the manga or the show, but I could tell you that one of the best characters may not even be in the show at this point, and that best character is like so substantial for different reasons. They have like the best story arc. It's not even just like, I like the personality, I like what they add to the entirety of the story. But their entire existence is so poetic, and we are not going to get to see that same character. Like, fundamentally, they are different. We have already had, you saw the most recent episode, so you know, Juan, but we had the kids find a note that said something about keep going, you know?
There was another episode?
You know, a week ago.
Oh, what note? What are you talking about?
I don't know. It was in some book that they were holding. It was in like a little journal, and it was like, don't give up. Keep on going.
Oh, I must have blanked out. But yeah, I don't. So. They found the journal. It must have not been important.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That character that wrote that.
Oh, okay.
He is very much not a keep going kind of guy. And I'm able to say this at this point because if you have seen it, then you know where the character would have been and know that it's literally impossible for them to be there going forward, you know? Anyways, his like, don't lose hope, keep going forward, keep pushing, people are capable of anything. Like that whole perspective of his note is not like what he would do in the comics. In the manga, he would be like, yo, give up hope, go kill yourself, nothing is worth it. And he wouldn't, even by the end of where I've read at this point, he would never say that. You know, like he doesn't have that in his character, and I don't know where they would get that from. But he's an essential character. He goes by multiple names, and I hope we get to see him done with respect in the anime. But I don't expect the anime to be good anymore. I'm watching out of spite at this point, because the last episode, not only did it skip over a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of bummed we're not getting it told in the same way, I just don't see how certain things are going to work out great. Anyways, I'm disappointed in the things that the characters are doing because they seem so contrary to their personality and the people that they were in the first season.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. I when we were talking about this before you watched the show, I think you maybe there's like red flags that popped up. I don't know. I'm assuming Reddit, but you saw people talking about, hey, things are different, and you told me that, and I was like, oh, that sucks. I'm sure you can still watch it and just kind of like, you know, hang in there. Kind of on the way, like I was saying, like kind of like the way people like will go to the Harry Potter movies or like the Hunger Games movies, and
sure,
and you go, oh yeah, that was fine, but the source material is better, you know. And I was like, oh, I hope that's the case. And then not even a few hours later, you actually watch the episode and get back to me, and you're just like, you're a broken man, and it's really clear that no, Trip can no longer enjoy this for what it is. He has a vengeful spirit. So yeah, I don't know, man. And then we talked about it for a second about like things that like just seemed out of character. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I still like the show. I mean,
you could have a good time watching it, but you're watching just
the watered down version of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Such a different version than what is. Okay. Essentially, The Promised Neverland, people have said the ending of it is really messy and it sucks. So people were pretty excited when they heard that the manga creator is actually changing some stuff in the anime. And then when this all happened, everyone was like, but wait, the parts that suck are the parts that come later that he's doing earlier. Why are we still seeing the parts that suck and are gonna, I don't know. Just
Anyways, Trip's bummed out. I'm gonna keep watching this. I have decided that, I was gonna watch season 2 and then just go read the manga because like, oh, you know what, I really want to know what happens. But if this is the case, then I might as well just finish however long the anime goes, whether this is the last season or if they do another season after this, and then go read the manga and be like, cool, I watched that, and then hopefully read the manga and be like, you're right, that was a lot better. But yeah, I don't know, man. I guess this is a case of ignorance, being bliss, right? Like, I don't know. I don't feel your same pain. I do feel really bad for you though, because I know how much you like this show.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people already are like, please give it the brotherhood treatment.
Yeah,
we just need the brotherhood treatment.
Yeah, that would be wild for them to already get in that. Anyways, that's Promised Neverland. We'll keep you posted on that. It's probably gonna be like that for the next, I don't know, however many episodes there are left. It's gonna be like me being it's okay and Trip being upset. So get ready for that, guys. Next thing, I watched the Wonder Egg Priority. That show's fucking sick.
I don't think I've seen the most recent one. I think I'm always going to be like one episode behind because it comes out on like Tuesdays or something.
Okay.
And my anime days are weekend days.
What's the last episode you remember then?
Well, the last episode was with the chick with the highlight.
Oh, the pink haired chick. Yeah.
I don't want to call her that because she has blonde hair, but she has a pink highlight.
She got pink hair. So. She's a pink haired chick. So
all right. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah, she shows up. She's a ex idol, right? She's an ex pop star. No, she's an idol, right? That's what she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope. I really like her design.
I wasn't sure how I felt about her at first. I was like, man, she's gonna be punk rock as hell. And then I was like, do I like her? I don't know. We'll find out. By the end of it, I was like, yeah, I like her, but she's like, she's a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, I really like her design. I really like her weapon. I think it's super cool. I was like, that really kind of speaks to the kind of character that she is.
I like that they like incorporated it with her trauma.
Dude, this show's heavy. Like, like sometimes the show will get like a MA rating. It's just like, hey, this is for mature audiences and stuff. And it's like for smoking, fucking looking at you, B stars or whatever. And I go, I don't really know. This show actually does, cover a lot of like heavier subject matters and elements in it. It's for sure not for everybody. But it's really fucking great. Like it's handled, I feel like really well. But again,
gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I think that like if you deal with some of these heavier topics personally and like you're sensitive to them, it might not be the show for you.
Watch it. I think that this could be a healing experience. Only you could find out.
Yeah, I mean, or don't, and don't risk it not being a healing experience and it being horrible for you. Yeah, I really liked it. I watched it. There's one episode after that is out. I watched it. I think either late last night or today.
Sure.
It's great. We get the resolution.
Yeah, because we finally got a 2-part episode.
Yeah,
finally, meaning the 3rd episode.
Yeah. So we get the end of this fight that we have on episode 3, and they introduce the final character that we see in the intro/outro, and they kind of join like the gang in a way. Yeah, I really like it. I like all the characters. I love the way it fucking looks. I don't know, man. Probably
the intro is so art. Oh yeah, easily the best show of the season.
Yeah, really good.
Like I said, I was looking forward to this more than Attack on Titan or The Promised Neverland because it was so new and so weird, and it was hitting a lot of those points that I really enjoy in shows and media, but don't really see expressed often, so I don't expect much. Mm-hmm. But it's doing like a lot of artistic stuff and it's taking chances in ways that I just really enjoy and didn't expect.
For sure. Lastly, this is the last show I was able to watch this week. Was the newest episode of Dr. Stone. I think I had mentioned that like that their plan was to convince the people from the bad side that the world was still alive with like the audio recording from the girl that was in space. I think I mentioned that to you. Did I mention that to you? Okay. Yeah. So they're implementing that in that plan into action. And I don't fucking know. Dr. Stone's friends, the dumb guy and the chick, we get to see them, like stuff that they're doing. And apparently they have like a guard that's always watching them. She's like this buff judo chick, who's just kind of always like keeping an eye on them. And fucking Senku's just like, all right, we gotta start bringing people in and start trying to like win them over to try to win this battle without like having any bloodshed. So the first person they try to win over is this girl, and by just like happenstance, she is like a super fan of the artist that was in space that they're trying to trick people into thinking that she's still alive and stuff. So she has like a bunch of questions, and she knows the voice, and she kind of susses out like, you guys are fucking lying. But she's won over with the power of science. They're able to play the recording for her, and like I guess that character, that the singer really helped that character when she was like going through shit. Like it really resonated with her. So she's like, oh my gosh, like it's so beautiful to be able to hear her music in this stone world or whatever. And she asked Senku like, hey, do you think you'll be able to like bring back more of her music? And then the hypnos dude is just like, yeah, I'll fucking lie to her, absolutely. And Senku's like, no fucking way, it's impossible to bring back anything. He's like, all that shit's fucking gone, like that recording stuff, there's no way you could ever find it. So he's like, no, I can't do it, but I can promise you that like I will protect this one song I have like forever. Yeah. And she's like, okay. She's like, I'm fucking in it, boys.
Sure.
So they got a new member of the gang that's joined the Nation of Science. Is going to help them out. I don't know what she's going to do, how they're going to convince the other people, because like you get to see like shots of some of them, and a lot of them just look like a bunch of meatheads. So maybe they'd be dumb enough to get tricked. But again, just like it's just Dr. Stone being Dr. Stone, nothing too crazy. So
yep, just a chill, fun time.
Yeah. What about you, man? Anything else you've been watching?
Skate the Infinity is dope. Character fucking died. All right. No, not really.
No. Okay.
But their whole thing is that whole race down the slope, down the side of the hill. That's super dangerous, and apparently people die from it all the time. And there's a character that's going to race our main guy, and he's like known for killing people on that track.
Is our main guy the guy that makes the skateboards, or
maker.
The maker? Okay, he's okay.
And if he loses, then that evil guy gets to skate his friend,
the transfer student, the new sexy boy.
Yeah.
Canadian
so anyways,
guy.
It's a good time. I had a fun time with that episode. They always come up with new like skate tricks, and essentially this one was skating along curves very fast, and how can they get that to work out? And they do some fucked up skate tricks, and it's really stupid and really fun. So nice. Just another solid episode of that.
I put that back on my radar. I keep forgetting that's one I'm fucking in it.
Yeah, man. Funimation has lots of good stuff right now. It surprises me every time. Then we've also got Cells at Work Code Black. It was the Kidney Stone episode, which was a blast. I mean, what do you want to know about it? Like
did he pee out a kidney stone? Did it hurt?
No, he didn't pee it out, actually.
It got stuck?
It was rupturing the urethra, because, yeah, it was tearing through the walls there. And then there was a device that came in. It peeked around, shot some lasers at the kidney stone, broke it up a bunch, and then it was able to get cleared out.
That's one thing I've never experienced it.
I don't want to.
And I pray I don't ever have to. But
keep drinking that water, son.
Oh, dude, I drink a bunch of water.
Yeah.
I also drink only exclusively Mountain Dew Volt. So, that's
perfect. Mountain Dew Voltage, man. You gotta
throw back to the beginning of the VOD.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a fine time. And then after that, immediately it's like all these germs and stuff are coming in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would germs be coming in after a medical procedure? That seems messed up. And it was like, this is insanely rare and it almost never happens, like as a little
funny.
disclaimer. And I'm like, okay, good, because like that was very concerning.
The doctor sneezed on the man's penis.
I'm like, is that just a thing that happens? Is that just, you can't avoid it? If you're not getting got this way, you're getting got that way. But yeah, it was like super fucking rare. Don't even worry about it.
Would it be really funny if like kind of on the like the same level of like Osmosis Jones, that like we at the end of the season we zoom out and it turns out that like this character that's having all this stuff is like Bill Murray, you know? It's like it just
Right? It did that whole reveal at the end, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, cool.
Then Cells at Work, I actually don't remember what this one was about.
Do you sorry, before you get into Cells at Work, do you know what's next week? Because every week you go, next week we're doing this.
I don't remember.
Because I think 2 weeks ago you're like, dude, we're doing cum, we're doing gonorrhea,
yeah,
we're doing kidney stone.
Yeah. it's something else in the body that's going wrong. I don't remember. Nice. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Cells at Work, however, it's okay, it's fine. I just feel like it's, you know, it's a good way to calm down after Cells at Work Black, you know? Go Black.
Yeah. This is what an unhealthy body looks like. This is what a good one looks like.
Right? And then I've also been watching Jobless Reincarnation still.
Right.
And it's at the point now where he is he made a friend who is this person.
Is it a girl?
It's a boy, but it's a girl.
Oh, so, nice. Fucking teen romantic snafu up in this.
Yeah, no, it was just like oh shit, okay, my bad. Because he's a little kid and then he meets somebody who's being bullied by other people and he saves them. He's like, what's up? We're friends now. And like teaches them magic and they've been hanging out for a long time and stuff. And then they came back home like filthy. And he was like, all right, come on, let's go take a bath. And they were like, and the like housemaid or whatever was like, hey, ooh, hang on. And then he's up there and they were going to take a bath together and like she won't take off her clothes and he like forces them off of her. So she's screaming and crying. The dad comes in and is like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing to her?
This
and
is
everyone's
how you take
like,
a woman's clothes off.
Yeah. He's like, what's wrong? Like, I don't understand. And then finds out that she's a girl and he's like, I thought she was a boy. And I don't know if you ever had that as a kid. I remember being in preschool. I remember being in preschool and finding out that my friend was a girl and being like, "Oh, okay."
In preschool, like, is preschool's like before kindergarten? So I was like,
yeah, like I was like 3 or 4 or something. Yeah,
I don't remember that far back trip.
That's as early as I remember. It's 3 and 4.
I think I've had the same scenario, but in college where I'm meeting people and I go, That's
different.
Yeah, but like it's the same thing also. Yeah. Where I'm like, where I don't want to say anything, and like, you know, because we're just 2 people talking. I for sure have had it. I remember that one time very vividly. Like I was at a bar, getting lunch during school. That's funny. And I looked over and there's a person there, and I was like, hey, like, and they're working on Procreate, which is like a drawing software for
some kind of nerd shit.
I was like, hey, cause like, do you mind if I ask you like stuff about it? Because I had been thinking about getting an iPad for that specific reason, and we had a great conversation. And she told me like all the things that was like what the benefits of it. And then like she leaves, and I go, oh wait, she was a dude or whatever. I was like, oh fuck, like I didn't even know. Like it just like. Didn't even know. It was so ambiguous. I don't think it mattered. I never saw them again, but it was a good time. Yeah, I'd never tried to rip off their clothes like this guy in the show, though. So.
Oh, no, that's not a thing that I think most people do. No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so that whole thing happened, and that was a conflict. But by the end of the episode, they were able to teach this, like, elf girl or whatever how to do a lot of magic, and actually how to do magic without saying an incantation.
Nice.
So, at first he was like, I don't know. Nobody's ever been able to do it before. Only I have. I've never taught anyone. I'm a child. But you just kind of feel it and think about it, and then it happens. And you just kind of push all of your effort into your fingertips and do that. And then she's able to do that. And she's like, oh, fuck yeah, I did it. And he's like, okay, well, I thought I was special, but I guess I'm not that special. But it still might be really rare being able to do this. So
Is
I like that whole aspect of it. But
when you say child, you mean like he's
6
he's
or
the same
whatever?
age?
Yeah.
So he's not he's the same age as he was when he met the instructor, or older than that?
I mean, it hasn't been long since
Okay,
then.
so because I haven't watched since the first episode. That was one of the shows that was kind of like on the bubble. But
I'm
you
going to
said
tell you to keep watching it. I'm going to tell you to
Okay.
keep watching it because at this point, like, it does have some sexual stuff that is very, like, I don't really see a purpose of it other than it being there for, like, the first couple of minutes of the show. And then after that, it's just like, all right, so here's a bunch of cool shit that you actually really care about and are interested
and that looks
in.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, it looks so good. Yeah. So anyways, still enjoying Jobless Reincarnation a lot. Horimiya, it's just a really nice time.
Can I say, I don't think we mentioned this. I really like the outro to Horimiya. It's like the characters are really simplified, 3D rendered, kind of like the way you imagine like a indie fun game.
Forget about it every single time, and when it comes on, I go, "This outro is so fucking sick."
Yeah, I like it. I really like it. I haven't watched most recent episode, but I think it's like, oh, what a nice, just little special thing. Yeah, it's adorable. So I don't know if we talked about it, but I really like it.
I love the show. It's so sweet, but it also, they throw in some more adult jokes. In this last episode, a couple of, Horimiya, the couple, they go off to get some like drinks for everybody, and it takes them a while because certain things happen, and he winds up dropping a Coke for one of the characters who has a crush on the girl that he's with, and so anyways, they get back with all the drinks and they're giving it to everyone. He's like, "Hey man, sorry I'm late. I just, I had to do it." And then like they just talk about doing it and use a bunch of very vague innuendo. That makes it seem like they did have sex, and this character's like making it blow up in his head. Meanwhile, they've told the other characters, like, as he's kind of freaking out or whatever, they're like, "What's going on?" And then they're like, "Oh yeah, he dropped his soda. So it's all shaken up now." So everyone else is like, "Yeah, man. I mean, that's just what happens sometimes,
Yeah, and he's just like freaking out.
And they're like, "I mean, I didn't want to do it, but it wound up happening. So
I just
kind of
fell
happened
into it." Yeah.
So a lot of that joke, over and over, and then finally it was revealed to him, and it was a fun little time. But they do have more adult jokes like that. Mostly it's just super cute and sweet, and about this couple being cute and sweet and weird, and learning things about each other.
That's funny. I how I've been telling you like how I'm on this journey of watching the dubbed version of My Hero with my nephew because he's like really into it.
I sure do.
Today was the episode where they go to the support chick to get new stuff made or whatever, and my nephew, he's 9, so he doesn't think about girls in any way besides them being gross. Ew, gross. But whenever, I forget her name, whatever the lady is that rips her clothes and like scent comes out.
Miss Midnight or whatever.
Yeah, whenever she pops up, he goes, "Oh, I hate this." It's like because it's just like close up shot of her body and then her boobs or whatever, and he's uncomfortable. I say the word boobs, and it makes him uncomfortable and stuff. But so she was early in that episode earlier, and he's like, oh, I can't believe this. And then me and Sarah were like, Shannon, like, this is gonna happen in a lot of anime. If you don't want to watch it, like if it makes you uncomfortable, like then maybe you're not mature enough to kind of watch these kinds of shows because like this is the thing, like just ignore it. It's like, but why do they have to do that? I go, I don't know why they have to. They just do. Like it is what it is. But anyways, in that same episode, fucking Deku goes to open the door and it fucking blows up, and the fucking crosshair dyed chick lands on him, and then there's and like her breasts are like on him or whatever, and then there's just this big old instant shot of her tits, and then Shannon just goes like he's blinded, and then after that it's Deku's face animated so well with like painted of him being like like petrified or whatever, and it's just like it was so good to see him react to this. I was like, this is fucking great. And I was like, Shannon, like, come on, man. We just talked about this. Like, if you can't handle the boobs, like, we won't watch the show. He's like, no, it's fine. I'll watch it again. And he like rewinds it and he plays it and he goes, you see? Nothing. It didn't do anything to me. Yeah. But Good. So I'm not going to be showing my nephew any of the shows that we just talked about because he's not ready yet.
No, he's not. He's not. You might be able to show him a little bit of Jobless Reincarnation, but whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, finally, anyways, the other show that I've been watching is Other Side Picnic. I have become less and less interested as it keeps going on. It gives me similar feelings of Wonder Egg Priority. But yeah, definitely not even close to as good. I don't know. It's like they keep trying to pull you in, but something keeps you from being fully committed to it. One of the things that they're doing is they bring up a problem. They're like, this is the issue going on, and be careful. And then one character winds up getting like affected by that issue. And it's like, of course they're affected by the issue. But wait, no, they're actually not. And it turns out that the character that wasn't affected by it was actually the one being affected by it. So then that person that was originally like in trouble is the one who's safe and is able to bring our character that seemed safe out of trouble. It just does that again and again and again. And it feels like you only needed to do that once, maybe twice if you really wanted to. But at this point, like, I just don't feel like any character is in trouble anymore, because somebody's going to be safe and be able to save the day. Which is just one of those things that if you're watching the show and you're fully committed to it, very cool. But if you're kind of thinking ahead, like, Other Side Picnic is kind of a cerebral show. So you should be kind of thinking ahead and trying to figure out what's going on in it. At least that's the way it presents itself. But then it does cool stuff, and it like falls back on the same old tricks. So I'm less interested in it because of that. Still cool, still interesting. I hope that I get a big turnaround and it winds up being an awesome show. But honestly, Wonder Egg Priority is going to be up there for one of the best ones in the this next year here. It's just so strong.
I'm really excited for it. I want to watch, I think, one more episode before I like tell everybody to watch it.
I feel like at this point, they've done so many things right. It's going to be really hard for there to be things wrong. But I totally respect just waiting.
Just because every week I watch it and I go, oh man, like I'm really in this. And then like, they add the darker themes and I go, how deep is it going, And like now that in this most recent episode, I feel like the gang's kind of together, or the crew's all there. I'm curious to see what the next episode is. Yeah, and I go, But I think, like as some of my friends that like also like watch, manga, that read manga and watch anime and stuff, I might be like, dude, you have to. This is like the anime of the season. You have to check it out, kind of thing. Yeah, that shit's so good though. Yeah, good stuff.
Very good. That's all the anime I've been watching, man.
Thank God. Let's do the fucking news.
All right, cool. You want to talk about Kaguya-sama?
Oh, Love is War?
Yeah, dude.
Season 3, probably?
No, OVA, definitely. An OVA has been confirmed to release on May 19th, along with Volume 22 of the manga. Who knows when it's going to come out in the US, but that is an OVA that will exist, that you can find on the internet in ways that I'm not going to help you with.
Shakas, dude. Fucking
big
awesome.
Shakas.
People are stoked about that shit. I mean, we didn't vote it the best comedy or romantic couple of the fucking Crunchyroll Awards. I'll fucking tell you that right now.
Whoop, whoop.
But it's a popular thing. So, yeah. Cool. Good for them.
Hey, man. Black Clover. You seen it?
I have seen some of it, and I want to talk to you about it, but after you tell me what this news is.
It's over.
It's over.
Final episode's going to air on March 30th.
Whoa. Did they do it? Did they do it in 50 like they promised they would?
Sure, they did it in 50 episodes. Sure, man. Yeah.
I know that a lot of people like Black Clover, and they go, "Oh man, the manga's really good. The fights are really good." And I'm not gonna say those statements aren't true. I have seen some Black Clover fights, like clips in the past, and hey, that looks really nice. But I don't like the characters or the actors enough to watch it. What I will say is that very recently I saw an image of Asta or whatever, and he's yoked. And I saw that and I go, oh man, he looks like shit. Kind of like the way that the main character from Seven Deadly Sins looked like when he got taken to that other studio, you know?
Yeah,
and I go,
yeah.
wow, that's really bad. Whoever did this fan art really sucked ass.
Well,
later on we find out that he is actually ripped and that's how he's supposed to look. And I go, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. I don't care if you love the show or whatever. He looks dumb as shit. Fucking I can't get over how bad he looks. They just muscled him up and they just fucking with his stupid dumb head. I can't even. It's so bad.
Are you
That's
done?
it. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're excited to find out that how not to pick. I don't know. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we've learned it's wrong.
Yeah, it's, fourth season. It's gonna have a fourth season in 2022.
That's good.
So,
I didn't even watch the third season, and you know why? It's because I realized that when I watched the first season, it was dubbed. I watched the second season subbed, and I didn't enjoy it as much, and it really kind of took the winds out of my sails for like that. What I liked about that show, which was just obviously all the boobs. But I think I will watch these things when they're dubbed because that's when I enjoyed it more. I also they did the spin-off show with the girl who was like the princess, and I think we watched that subbed. I like that so much more, I think, than the other show. I don't know. Cool. I'm glad they're having a fourth season. I'll get around to it when I get around to it.
Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Absolutely. You should leave them there.
All right. So 4 seasons. The question has already been answered.
It's been answered, yes.
Whether it's up to you or not, if you're going to watch that, go for it. But I think it's just more decisiveness yes.
I think it's a personal choice, though. Like, if you feel like you should pick up a girl in a dungeon, then yeah, go for it. But if you're not ready for that, then, chill out.
Goblin Slayer Season 2. All right, that's the news.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. Actually, I heard about that. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do because the first season, it did a lot of things that I enjoyed. It did some things that I didn't really give a fuck about. But regardless, I was interested.
Yeah.
Season 2, might as well keep watching it.
I really want to see this fucker's face. I got to see his jaw. I want to see the rest of him. I want to see how hot he is.
He's hot.
All right, man. That's the news.
Yeah, that's the news. I guess it's time to talk about the 3 biggest characters of the show, right? We got ourselves the house husband.
Yes.
We got ourselves the not housewife.
Yes.
And we got ourselves the house husband's best friend that follows him around because for some reason he treats him like a Yakuza boss still. I don't really understand. The 3 big main characters of Way of the House Husband.
Yeah.
It's a character show, but it's also mostly a comedy show. And it's funny. I have a fun time with it. I laughed. I chuckled.
Yeah, I laughed a couple times too. I think we were saying before we started recording was that, yeah, it wasn't, personally for me, it wasn't the worst thing ever. It wasn't the best thing ever. I did see a lot of things inside the live action show where I was like, you know what? That bit would have been a lot better animated, in an anime. I can see what they were going for. And I think you nailed it on the head when you said the acting comes off as very stage acting-y. Mm-hmm. So like it feels just way over the top and it's just like kind of not good. But in anime, like I feel like if they had the right drawing and it was, just
that's
like
the thing, camera, yeah.
It would, and they did that, that whatever that yell, whatever, it would fucking kill. Like our main character, the fucking house husband.
Keep all the same characters, put them in a voice acting booth.
Yes, exactly. Like when he likes to do that a lot,
yeah.
And whenever he does it in person, I go, you're not coming off as like, to me, as like intimidating or scary. You're coming off as stupid. But in
a lot of them feel psychotic when they're doing certain things.
Like he's a lunatic, right?
Yeah, and the way that they look with the like head all back, eyes going all bug-eyed, crazy expression. I get a kick out of it, but not because it's a good joke, just because it looks so stupid and it's such a weird choice for them to go with it.
It's like corny, and then at times it almost hits that cringy level, right? Like it's getting right there at that
it's
cusp.
like the cringy funny. Yeah.
But if they did that, but it was animated, I'd be like, you know what? I probably would have like busted a gut at that joke. Kind of like, you know, like Hinamatsuri when they come out and like, like that, like
yo, I'm
that
dead.
was,
and then
like if that was live action, I probably wouldn't have laughed at that. But in the anime, I was like, oh my god, get me more of this. Put it in my fucking eye holes. So yeah, that's how I felt about the show. Like it was mixed feelings. Like yeah, that could have been better. And then here's like the part that really like kind of twisted all like of my thoughts about this. So it is coming out on Netflix, the anime, and I had said before like I'd watched I'd read the manga and I'd stopped because a lot of the jokes became kind of samey, and I was like, you know what, like a lot of the jokes are just him. People misunderstand what he's doing. He's not actually a bad guy. That's the joke or whatever. So I was like, maybe that could happen with the anime. And when you would talk to me, you said maybe if they give it like the Hinamatsuri treatment, like it could like really like shine. I was like, you know what? You're fucking right. Like I really like that anime, and this show just made me want to watch that anime. So if it could be kind of like akin to that, I'd be like, fuck yeah, that'd be really cool. Because it has those elements. Another thing it had was it gave me the Backstreet Girls vibe, which was the anime that came out about a Yakuza members who had to get sex changes and fucking do plastic surgery to become women, and they were sold as like idols to make money for the gang. And I was also very excited for that, just on concept alone, right?
Yeah. Just like, that's a funny concept. I want to see what happens.
And then to watch it also came out on Netflix, and it to be really fucking bad.
Like absolute trash. But we don't have the context of the manga. We don't exactly know how the manga is. So that could be a TV show original thing. The jokes and the humor that we're getting out of this live action Way of the House Husband make me feel like we're going to be fine with the anime, but there's a chance.
But here's the part that really gave me like, there's a chance that it might be horrible, kind of the way Backstreet Girls was.
Yeah.
Because I then went to go see who made that show, and it's JC Staff, and they are also making Way of the House Husband. I go, oh my god, is it gonna look like that? Because if it is
a different team.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I know, yeah, absolutely could be a different team. But I was just like, oh man, please let it be more Hinamatsuri than it be Backstreet Girls.
Yeah. Please don't let this turn into One Punch Man season 2.
Oh yeah. JC Staff, you're really fucking up lately. I need a W from you guys because I'm not happy with you guys. I was just thinking about Backstreet Girls. There's a bit where the dude has hemorrhoids. He just keeps busting blood out his ass. Oh my god, I can't do that again. Yeah, but maybe
we've been through some shit on this podcast, man.
Dude, we watched some really bad stuff.
I am so thankful that this is hitting that. Yeah, it's fine. I just spent a lot of time watching it, and I shouldn't have,
Right, exactly. When we were talking about doing this show, we found it. There's 10 episodes of this show, and they're all 46-ish minutes long. So they're long. And I was like, Trip, I don't know if I can watch. He's like, watch as much as you can. I made it through 3 episodes. I was planning on watching 5. But after watching 3, I was like, you know what? I've sank like 2.5 hours of this. I can't do anymore. Also because I was like, maybe there'll be bits in the show that I feel like can translate to the anime. And I'd rather watch them in the anime and then be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you watched 5.
And here's the thing. Yeah, I thought that you were going to watch 6, and I wanted to watch, the same amount that you watched. Yeah. And then I was like, I can't do it. I had it paced out to do 2 a night, but I thought I was going to be doing 4 a night because I thought I was going to go into 12 episode show. Wound up being much longer than we expected. So anyways, I made it to 5, and I'm so happy I made it to 5 because they decided to do a manga scene. It was all done in manga, and it was good.
Was that episode 5?
Yeah, episode 5. You would have never gotten there.
I could just go watch it. I will tell you this. At the end of every episode, they would show like bits of what's happening next week or whatever. And almost every time I'd be like, you know what? I want to see that. Like there's elements to it.
That
like,
sounds funny.
At the end of the first episode, they reveal like that one of his former like rivals, Yakuza dudes that like is getting out of prison or whatever, and they showed clips of them having altercations, in like the teaser, and I was like, he's working at a crepe truck. I was like, they're taking pictures of. I'm like, what are they? And I was like, I want to see what happens.
And that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
They do a whole bunch of different bits, whether it's like he is a house husband and he's good at doing housework, or he's an ex-Yakuza, so he's doing some Yakuza shit when he shouldn't be, or he's just in a mundane setting and he's doing some mundane shit, but they're making it feel a lot more intense than it needs to be because he's an intense person. It's got all different kinds of stuff going on. Yeah.
I think my favorite setting is when he's with the other housewives and they're at their like the local, like they're at their club and they're like, hey, we're cleaning tile. How do you clean tile? And he's just like, I got this little baggie of white shit. And they're like, oh my God. And he goes like, it's baking soda. Like when he's with that crew, I really enjoy him. Not so much when he's with the Yakuza guys like Masa, which is his fucking, he's like his younger brother in the gang. Like he looked up to him.
Yeah.
I don't really like because their bit's just always the same. It's him being like, oh yeah, he's back in the gang or whatever, and then he just does something completely different, and then he freaks out. I was like, how could you do that? Why are you letting the gang fall apart? It's like, he's a house husband, my guy. He's done.
And it's a comedy, so of course they're gonna keep making the same stuff going on. Yeah.
I will say I very quickly noticed that the girl, the stepdaughter, that's written just into the show. That's not in the manga. That's not going to be in the anime, I don't think. That's made him being a stepdad is something that's new to the show. Which I don't know. I kind of at points like that level. Like I was like, oh, it's kind of cool that he's a daddy or whatever. But I don't think that's going to translate over to the anime.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah. I feel like they did a lot of things in the live action that are going to translate well, but they made some very specific choices which made the show feel more difficult to enjoy. A lot of the camera work that they had like they had multiple shots set up, and instead of just letting you kind of sit on a character's reaction or what they said, it would flip back and forth a couple of times within a single second. So you would just get this immediate cutaway to a different character who makes a sudden reaction face, and then it jumps back over to the person who was originally talking, and then it goes back for another reaction, and then it goes back for the reaction of the person that was just talking, and it's just instant again and again and again. And it really it doesn't add anything. It just makes it feel more chaotic, which it already has a psychotic feel because of the way that the characters overreact to literally everything as if they're on a stage. I still really liked a lot of the writing. It was the direction that the acting wasn't bad. It was just specific. You could tell that they were directed to act that way, right? For sure. So yeah, it was the directing and the camera work that was really difficult.
Yeah, like one of my least favorite camera shots was they would just put a GoPro or just like a camera on something that was being moved, like a plate with the dessert on it or whatever, or like on the handlebars, and like the quality of the video looked poor, the stability looked like shit, and it was completely unnecessary. Like there was no reason for the wife to grab the plate from the inside the fridge and pull it out and it have like a shot of her face. Like it was just such an unflattering angle. I didn't make any sense to me like why that would have to be in there. It looked like, I think you'd mentioned before, like they were just like, let's fucking experiment. Who the fuck cares? Like I care. That hurts my eyes. That's like a bad choice when it comes to like just aesthetically pleasing shots. And I think a good example of like a bit that I really, really disliked in the drama, but I think in the anime I might laugh, was whenever this fucking guy ate parfait, he would do like he'd take a bite and he would just go like he'd make like a brain freeze noise.
Yeah, just for a second. And the music would go wild. The music is done really well in this show, by the way. I think it fits each of their jokes, and they're able to do like quick cuts away from the music and suddenly end in the middle of a scene for comedic effect, and it feels great every time that they do that. But for that particular scene, again, it was over the top acting. There was this whole ridiculous thing where if you actually saw it happen in a restaurant, you would be like, that fucking psycho over there is absolutely insane. Nobody would ever react that way. But if it were animated, I think we could forgive it's just so much easier to forgive crazy behavior when it's in the animated form, in my opinion. That's why
Yeah, no,
children's show
I
are
agree.
able to get away with weird shit all the time. But as an adult, you look for something a bit more grounded in television. At least I think so.
I think a bit that I really liked that was like a recurring thing was whenever he would give someone a coupon to like pay them off
That
or
was a fun
something, he'd
bit.
like reach into his coat and they would all freak out. He'd pull out like a coupon like, hey, it's 100 off I don't know, fucking meat or whatever, and they'd be like, hey man, take it. I know you want it. I was like, yeah, man, I like that. Also, if this show was just him and his other Yakuza buddy that now owns like the parfait thing, I mean the crepe cart thing, if they were just going at it the whole time, I would also really enjoy that. Like that
Yeah.
was one of my favorite episodes where it's just like
And that
them.
it happens pretty frequently in the show.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That they have interactions and altercations one way or another. But it's always for different stuff. So like there's another episode where he's going and getting a new outfit, he's getting a new shirt and hat combo at he went there earlier to get like a knife. You saw that episode, I thought.
Yeah.
There's like a suit store. It's really nice business clothes. And then he goes in the back and he gets like a knife. Yeah, or however many weapons he gets just for doing some cooking and cutting stuff or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, he's back at that same store. So they do have recurring characters and locations like that. Same salesperson that helped him out before, and he gets dressed up in this maroon shirt with a black hat, and then he pops out of his changing stall. He's like looking at himself, and then that other guy, his rival, comes out, and he's wearing also a maroon shirt exactly the same and a black hat exactly the same. And he goes, yo man, what the hell, you're stealing my look. And then they get into a fight about that. He's like, fuck you, no I'm not. It said that this is my lucky color to wear, and that wearing a hat would be like a distinct thing that would help me out this week, whatever it is for their horoscopes. So it wound up being all about horoscopes that episode, and everyone was like, yeah, let's see those horoscopes, and started doing their horoscope stuff. So it started out as like an altercation, and it turned into, we're both doing our new life. You might as well like show me why you're doing this thing. Let's do it together. Okay. It was fun.
I think there's the bit too where like they go to the gym and they're also there. He's also there for yoga, and like he's wearing a full leopard print outfit. He's like, yo, that's my fucking clothes. I bought that the other day at the store. He's like, well, you left it behind. It looks better on me. And this other Yakuza's name, he's like the Iron Tiger or something like that. He's like that's leopard print. He's like, no, it's not. He's like, yeah, it is. It's leopard print. He's like, well, fuck, it's a big cat, so it doesn't fucking matter. And then they're doing their poses, and they're like, do the downward dog, do the the warrior hero or whatever. And like they just keep renaming all the poses to like dumb stuff. Like it's like when you fuck up and your boss is about to cut off your finger or whatever. Like I was like, this is dumb. I fuck with this though.
It's the jokes are funny, but it just feels weird in that format. Which at first I was like, it might not matter, and very quickly it did matter. It affected the flow of the show a lot, in my opinion. And then we're just pretty much talking about bits. That's what the show is, but they try to wrap a story around it, or some kind of like a loose plot line to be like, oh, this is going on. This is the conflict this episode. And then we're going to do a bunch of stuff in between that's going to help us on our way to resolving the conflict. And then at the end, we're going to resolve it, usually.
Yeah, no, that's interesting because like, I didn't expect that to happen, because like there were like issues were brought up at the beginning, and then it would just cut to a completely different day, him cooking something, or a completely different day, he's got to go to the grocery store, and I go, did this other thing get resolved? And then usually we circle back to the end. Like one was his stepdaughter fighting with a friend, and the whole time it's about him joining the PTA and setting up a Halloween fucking event or whatever. And it's like, it wasn't, that all happened. But there was also like, hey, he taught his stepdaughter to apologize and like make nice when you fuck up or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. I don't expect the anime to do that. I do think it was like maybe that's just a show, but I mean I could be wrong. That could absolutely be in the in the anime. But from the stuff that I read in the manga, it did feel just like scenarios and bits and stuff, and it was really loosey goosey and not really like telling a plot.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to feel a lot more like Daily Lives of High School Boys, Nichijou, Asobi Asabase, different comedy shows that are more sketch oriented. Like, I feel like with a lot of our television, with a lot of our comedy sketch shows, like, let's look at like Key and Peele. you have a set of characters. It doesn't need to be the same actors every time, but you just have a set of characters, and then you're able to do different scenarios with each of them. But you don't typically get a full episode that's just a bunch of different scenarios that's how these characters would react in. And I feel like if instead of focusing on they're each doing this specific thing throughout the whole course of the episode, and we're focusing just on that same character again and again, I feel like if we were able to split it up with different members of the cast doing different things in a lot more segmented moments instead of a cohesive plot line, I think that this show could have done better.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. But it didn't do.
Okay, yeah, that's all that needs to be said. All right, I mean, thank you guys so much for.
I'm saying you're right. Like, it's like if they would have done that, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
but maybe Japanese television just doesn't work that way. And you and I we're not strangers to live action garbage, right? But usually they're movies. And whenever we watch dramas, they were usually really bad. So when it comes to like live action dramas, this isn't near the bottom of one of the worst. Like fucking, I still have nightmares of that fucking Our High School Host Club TV drama.
Yeah, that was bad.
Fucking
that was really bad.
Shivers. So I guess if like we're comparing the apples to apples, like, hey man, fucking anime dramas or anime live action shows have kind of improved or gone a long way, or at least changed from what they used to be. Yeah, I guess the character designs looked more or less right. I know that the fucking Yakuza dude was a hottie. Okay, he had abs for days, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I believe him actually being like an ex-gang member. I think the worst looking character was the other Yakuza member with this really dumb looking hair.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did that. Because Masa also had like blonde hair, and I was like, cool, but I believe his hair. His hair doesn't feel fake. But this other dude just looked like he had like a mop on his head. Yeah,
I think that was some kind of a bit that just went over our heads.
Yeah, maybe we don't get it. Maybe he has like really large hair in the manga. Maybe it's kind of like
that's from the 5th episode. You get to see his hair, and you get to see, oh, okay, he looks a lot less crazy.
Oh, with his hair normal or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe it is. Maybe it's like he's trying to intimidate people because he does look off-putting. Also, the wife's a horrible cook. That's just kind of the reoccurring gag.
She's bad at anything,
and she fucks everything up. Except for being like a boss business bitch and a good mom. Like she does that really well. But whenever she's like, "Let me help fold clothes," she's like throwing fucking clothes out the.
But
hamper.
I'm imagining it in anime, and there's like different shots and the emphasis and like. Whatever they decide to do, I feel like it's going to go over a lot better than the show will do.
Absolutely, because like when she's like making hamburger patties or whatever, and she's just like throwing raw meat onto a plate, I go like, how in the world does this person think that they're helping? Like what? Because it's in real life, but in anime, I go like that's probably really funny. They'll have good shots of her doing shit wrong and him like close up of him like, oh, I can't believe she's fucking this up,
right? And if it had to be something that was like. She's fucking it up, but she's not fucking it up that bad. If they made it kind of believable, and then we actually were seeing things through his perspective, and it looked fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
I think I could have been more into a bit like that, where it sells that, like, you know what? In reality, she's not that great, but she's not that bad. But in his eyes, she's fucking awful, and this is what it looks like. And she's insane in his eyes. That would have been a little bit more easy to get behind those kinds of jokes. Because you're seeing the same shit. It would be the exact same thing, but I would be able to give in to that whole idea.
Disbelieve and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I know that it happened, I think, either in the first or second episode, but I didn't see it happen anymore after this, and you watched a little more than I did. But there's this really bad like CG where they have the cat jump around and destroy everything fairly early on. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know. That was... I think that's the first episode. I remember that happened, and I really was like, this is gonna suck ass. Like I just in my head like kind of like wrote everything off. Like this can't get better. And luckily, it didn't get any worse. Like I didn't see it happen again. And I
honestly
okay, cool.
feel like the worst episode was the first one.
Yeah, you know what? I think I read a lot of people like online talking about not liking the pacing of the first one, which I found interesting because I was like, the pacing feels pretty slow on all of them. But they're like, yeah, man, hopefully it gets better. But I did see a lot of not a positive like comments about the first one. Yeah.
It's interesting. I mean, it's not a substantial show by any means. It doesn't matter if you keep up week to week, but it does try to introduce characters slowly and give you more cohesive ideas of what's going on in this world and these people's lives. And I don't know, man. There's a whole bit about one character having a crush on a waitress. Right. There's a whole bit about the old Yakuza boss and his interactions with the current Yakuza, and I don't know, man. It's got a lot of interesting things that don't land as well as they will when we get to see the anime. The anime is some Backstreet Girls bullshit. Sucks for us, man. Yeah, that sucks. It could have been another good one.
I know that character you talk about, the waitress.
Yeah.
I think I'd like her more in the anime. I get what her deal is, the whole like her being oblivious to him being a Yakuza. Like she's like, you're just another person. I'm not fucking scared of you, kind of thing. And I like that, but I didn't like her in this show. So when they're like doing the romantic stuff or like they're trying to weave other stories, I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm not here for this. I'm here to see this dude cook some pretty stuff and put on Instagram. You know what I'm talking about?
I actually liked that character the most after spending more time with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Maybe she got better.
Essentially, I mean, at first it was like, she was like, what? They're not Yakuza, like whatever. And it seemed like she was dumb and oblivious. Later, it just turns out she doesn't give a fuck. She'll like say anything to anyone and just doesn't give a shit about anyone else's deal. And I think that that's fucking awesome. And I personally just like people like that and gravitate towards them. So seeing her be a character that constantly is able to just completely speak her mind, doesn't give a shit about what other people are going to think about what she says, calls people out for stuff. I really appreciated that. I liked it. But the whole element of him having a crush on her despite being treated so shitty by her, that part's kind of stupid. But I do like her as a character.
We're not into those toxic relationships, bro. Fucking not about them. Okay, cool. I think we've said plenty about, this show. I think the last thing we got to do is rank them. We're going to put it in our long list of live action garbage rankings. So the way we do this, I'm going to go from the top and you tell me if it's better than that.
It's definitely or towards the top kind of thing.
Okay, here we go. Ready? So you've got, is this better than Erase the Netflix series?
No.
Is this better than I Am a Hero?
No.
Is this better than Parasite Part 1?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a lot better time with this than I thought I would. I didn't like... out of all of the different live action stuff we've seen, I didn't like any of it. I had an okay time with most of the ones at the top, but I didn't really like much of it. I thought that live action Erased, the Netflix series, they killed it. They blew it out of the park with that. One. They did so good. That's like a legit good show.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like if Erased the anime, the manga, the other movies, not if they didn't exist and it was just this TV series, that would be a sick ass.
It would still be
series.
A good show.
Oh yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
Okay, I Am a Hero. It's all right. I had a good time watching it, but it's not something that I would tell people to go out of their way to watch. And I feel like this hits just below that. Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I mean, mine and yours like top are pretty similar. It's like Erased Netflix series, I Am a Hero, Parasite Part 1, Death Note, Light Up the New World. Is that the one with like all the new, like the one with all the extra books or whatever that we watched?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually did like that one. The more I think about it, it was just so dumb.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Inuyashiki, that's the dude, that's the old dad, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'm gonna put it below Inuyashiki because I mean I guess I like live action garbage a little bit more than you do, but this is better than the Gintama movie for sure. So that's where it's going for me.
Also gave me some like very specific vibes.
What kind of vibes?
What's the name of it? Is it Rilakuma or something like that? It's the stop motion show that we watched.
Oh yeah, with the. What did she have? She had like a...
There was a bear and like a duck.
Yeah, that lived with her. And they're like... Why did it give you that... Oh, I agree. It really... It's so weird. I don't
you're
like
just sitting there like, why would it? It did give me those vibes, though. There was
When was
something
that?
about it. It was something about how it was like, it was so chill and like homemakey. It had those kinds of vibes, but it also had like a really bright setting. And I felt like their home in Way of the Househusband also had a very warm kind of like, I don't know, childish setting.
Yeah, no, I agree. That yeah, I don't. That's really creepy that you were able to bring that up. Did we watch that? Was that a part of a like,
Netflix
new anime for the season, or was something we watched on? We watched
Netflix,
all of it on Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck, dude. Yeah, man, fucking good times. Fucking it. Yeah, that's not live action garbage. That's stop motion. We gotta wait for live action.
Stop motion garbage. Yeah.
Stop motion garbage. Yeah. Okay, man. That's the live action rankings. They're pretty long. I usually at the end kind of go through them all. It's not worth it today. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Usually when we do these live action garbages, like usually they go, we have to go way down the list, to put in.
Nope, keep going. Nope,
Yeah.
keep going. Nope.
But this was better than a bunch of stuff that we've seen.
Yeah, it really was. And I think if you did watch the next couple of episodes, you would have a better feeling about it. But
Yeah.
it didn't need to be an hour long. There was no reason for it to be this fucking long for each episode. 46 minutes, whatever it is. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't like, this is what I want to commit an hour to enjoyable. I feel like
Exactly.
the anime possibly could be. I feel like those kinds of anime in general do pretty good with just a quick, easy watch. Just pop it on, enjoy it for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. But if you are committing an hour and you're just straight up like in it for the comedy, it has to be something that's like pretty compelling.
Funny.
Can
yeah.
you think of any hour-long comedy show in the US that
I watch?
you enjoy? Yeah.
No, not. I mean, does the Middleditch and Schwartz on Netflix count? Like that was hilarious.
No, that's like a stand-up special. That's like a totally different thing.
I don't think so. I don't think there's really a lot of comedy shows that I watch.
Yeah, like, I mean, the closest thing I have would be Doom Patrol, because I'm laughing constantly while I'm watching it.
Well, I haven't seen it. So
But
couldn't
it's
tell
like,
you.
it has so much plot involved. It's not just like a sketch comedy show. It's a plot-centric show that has comedy in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's again, we always say this, comedy is very subjective, right? It's not, just what's funny for one person is funny for the other person. So maybe if it would have given a little bit more, it would have ranked higher for me. But yeah, comedy's hard. Especially especially foreign comedy. Like they think different things are funny than we think, So it's like it's kind of hard to watch find that middle ground. Anyways, I was going through the live action ranking real quick. There was a Mob Psycho 100 Netflix thing that we watched. I don't even remember that. That must have.
I've thought about it a couple of times. I thought you actually brought it up somewhat recently.
Recently, did I?
For some reason, I remember you bringing it up. Maybe it was somebody else.
Probably Kate.
What was I thinking about it? I know I was thinking about the ghost of... Oh, that's what it was. So I had just remembered, like, somebody brought it up very recently. And then Way of the Househusband, as soon as I saw the motherfucker's hair, I was like, hey, in the live action Mob Psycho...
The wig, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. I was just remembering other hair from weird live action anime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Mob Psycho, better hair. But
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Yeah. I think we're done with this. I don't know what we're doing next week. We'll figure
what?
it
Yeah,
out.
you do.
What are we doing next week?
Earwig and the Witch. Earwig and the Witch.
What is that?
It's the new Studio Ghibli movie. It's the latest one since the Red Turtle.
Wig. Oh yeah, the Red Turtle.
Yeah. It comes out Thursday, so the day that this podcast just dropped on HBO Max. You could watch it there.
Okay, yeah, cool. I guess maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Yeah, so we'll be watching that. We'll be talking about it. If you like our theme song, check out Not Mars on Spotify. He's got his new single Paperweight and his music video out for it. Check it out. Tom's super dope, and he's a good friend of ours. So, Trip, where can people find us?
You can find us on Facebook. Look up the Instagram Podcast. Same thing goes for Instagram. Look up the Instagram Podcast. If you want to send us a tweet at Instant Ramen Pod.
Podcast didn't fit.
You can shoot us an email, instagrampodcast@gmail.com. And each week we try to, we always do. streamed this recording session. It's a good
Yeah.
time. You can pop in and say what up. We do a little bit of hang sesh before and after. It's chill. That's twitch.tv/Crispather. Thank you guys so much for listening, hanging out with us, being chill dudes.
Yeah. So this is back from Juan.
See you around from Chris.
Hey, Trip, don't forget.
Just add hot water.